Sorry about that. I don't know if there's anybody's watching in here anyway, so it probably doesn't matter that much. But I am okay. So I am going ahead and I need to finish up the I need to finish up chapter 17, and I have to make all these pages. So I decided I'm going to go ahead. I went ahead and copied everything down, and let's do something here. Let's go ahead and put these in here. Do all the gates. Um, why don't I do the one thing here though, which is these ones. Yeah. Oh, hmm, I don't know if it'll be much work to as more work though. Um, okay. Sorry. Um, yeah. Microphone's up. Everything's up. Okay. The bonus stream. I need to get this done to actually get the game done, or the event pass done. And I'm thinking maybe. Huh. That's a thought. I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and save this extra text, including these are the titles. See, it goes in the title thing. Um, that might be a good idea. Think about it. And then chapter. That's a thought. That's a thought. That's a thought. The final battle would be, you know, T01, page 00, right? Hmm, that's an idea. Okay, we'll do the thing. First, okay. First, I'll do this. Hit to quit. Too legit to quit. And then we do this. Oh, I see. Uh, let's just copy that. Control C, and then I can put it down like that. Hit zero to quit. Oh, oh. By the way, my brother birthday. My brother's birthday is today. So happy birthday, Jonathan Weatherby. Won't say more than that, or John as we call him, or John Boy as I sometimes call him. So happy birthday, John. I won't tell you how old he is, although he is male and uh he probably doesn't care if you tell him people's age, but I won't tell him his age anyways. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so hit zero to quit. Okay. And we'll just do this above every. Oh. What? Doggone it. What happened? Oh, it's still everything's still there. Okay, good, good, good. Uh, Pin down. And this was an accident here. I gotta put it in the space just because of how I did that. Um, like that. So I was in space. So I'm basically making sure that the whole page exists as it's supposed to. And then I don't know if I should do that or not. Here, let's just go ahead and vanishing. Okay, hit one to continue at 0 grid, and right here. Okay. Now, we do have a name. It's the mileage. Actually, here, let's put the name and everything. Just, okay, do that. Okay, so, I don't know if I don't know if it would be too much. Having all the text there is probably good. Um, oh, okay, so the chapter is going to be automatically in there. Right? Title is not, and then ID is going to have to be replaced. Title and ID. Okay. Let me think. Let me think for a second. This isn't going to be in the description here. So, um, it's the difference of whether or not I want to, how I want to do this. Um, dut, 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 dut. Okay, so if I include, let's see, if I include the ID and the title accurately in the deal, and then I copy all of them, however many pages it needs, then I still have to go in and I still have to enter the ID and the title, and then I still have to hmm, Okay, so the page titles are already here. In fact, the ones that don't have a space after them, these are the ones that aren't going to actually have the page title in the description directly because they're underneath the title pages. Let's see. Okay, well, better man. All right. Okay. All right. So I need another hit one to continue, right? Let's do it this ways. See? Right, hit one to continue, right? Yes. Do that. Okay. These all hit once to continue. That's not. That's so. So. It's not. That's. Whenever I have a blank hit 0 to put, I always need a. Okay. Say. Oh. Okay. So there's that. Okay, let's think for a second. Um. And these are actually going to be page winners. Put OK here. Haven't. Well, I can just save it, right? Let's go ahead and save room data. Let's clear this out. And then we're going to copy this ID. Copy. And yes, so let's go back in to re-edit. And oh, oh, right. You, where'd you go in south? Or, okay, that's just my brother talking about where he's at right now. Uh, okay. So what I can do here is I can do this, right? That. And this is actually going to be called the final battle. Battle. That. Okay. And then, of course, this is the description, right? So if I continue, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this, Control C, and we're going to go here, this, and we're going to say, well, I don't know, I guess let's leave a space. We don't need the space in there. So this is T2, and this is dual the gates. Gates. This, and so actually that's not T2, that's T1. No, that's title 2. That's right. Page 0. That's right. What am I thinking? Of course. Okay. So this is how we're going to do it. We can do this. Control S. And I'm going to, let's see, how do I want to do it? Okay. Control B. It's actually page 1, believe it or not. Appeal to reason. C. No. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it like this here. I'm gonna do all the all of these first here. So in fact, let's just go ahead and just do that. There's a lot of extra pages here, so it'll be okay. So what I'm doing is I'm sort of preloading all the data here, so that when I actually make the pages, that I'll just do a copy, and then I'll modify each of the pages to point to the correct place. Pardon me. One more time. One last chance. No more chances. The vanishing. It's the mileage. I'll see. In fact, I don't want any of those like that. Now, this is actually T3. Page 0. Okay. And then I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna save it. Save from data. Go stop. Okay. Make sure you're saved. Everything's saved. Okay, good. We're gonna open this back up again. And so, right, the final battle, title 1, page 0. Duel of the Gates. And actually, final battle. I don't actually need these. Now, I don't need the titles on any of the pages either, but I'm doing it just so I can copy the title over directly, I guess you might say. I wonder if I should just leave it like this because the title's there and the title isn't going to be in the actual description, right? Page one, all that. And then I can just do the underlines on all of them. That's probably an okay deal. So let's just number these. Page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's the mileage, right? So I guess we really only have 11 pages. Is that correct? No, we have 12 pages, right? Because we got a 0 page. So we got just 12, which is fine as far as this goes. Um, so all I'm going to do is let's take out these colons. Pardon me, these colons. The reason I'm kind of talking quietly because Dad is no more scrolling, waste of time. Yeah, I was spending all my time scrolling through X again. I don't know. It's a like a bad habit, mindlessly scrolling. Yeah, because there's no real reason to do that. Okay, clear that out. Control S, save room data. Okay, so I have, looks like I have all I need. The chapter title will be proper, and then I'll have to go in and yeah, I think that'll work. I think this will work. I think. Actually, let me do one more thing because if I'm gonna copy, if I'm gonna cut, right? Okay, so there's no actual space. Okay, that's all right. Then everything's fine. Because there's no actual space. All I'm going to be doing is cut. I'm going to be cutting the line. Okay. Cutting. Okay, I'll have to deal with extra spaces and stuff, but okay. Control S, save room data, and then let's do the thing in here, which means I gotta go in here, open a new tab, and then we'll go to rooms, and what I do is, oh, not these, I go to 17, okay, and then what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna make 11 more copies, should be just right. Give me, let me think for a second. So after I make these pages, then what I'll do is, um, Let me think for a second. Fix the prefixes, then okay. All right. Copy, and we're gonna make 11 more copies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Make sure that we have 12 of them. We do. That's good. Okay, so then the next thing we want to do is we are going to take these ones here. Let's do rename on this. And we are going to find 7 T0 T01 T00, and you're going to place with 7 T02 PG00. Sure, that's everything's good. Okay. Rename. That's cool. Oh, right. Okay, let's rename this. Rename this title 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pages there. That's good. That's good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just making sure. Alrighty. Let's do the. I guess let's do the individual renames. I think. So let's do this. Let's go bring up the file browser again. Actually, let's go ahead and, can I minimize this? No, I can't minimize that without minimizing the whole thing. But I can do that, which is good. Okay. So this is what we want to do here. We want to do a copy, right? So we're going to rename this is the final battle. No. Rename this to final battle. Rename. The final battle for the Enchanted Lands. The battle for the Enchanted Lands. Okay. The final battle. Okay. Rename. Next one is Duel of Gates. Oh, no. Escape. Okay. Here, actually, that's 03. Let's go ahead and rename this one. And here we'll go all the way down here to the last one. It's called It's the Mileage. Okay. And this too. It's the mileage. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna renumber these guys. Well, actually, I'm gonna renumber these guys. Right? 9 items. The rev 0 and then right. So let's rename, do a block rename here. And what we'll do is go 7 P02 PG00. Seven P2 PG and okay, now what it's supposed to start with is, oh, that's right, 1 through 9, right? 1 through 9, 1 through 9. Very nice, very nice. Rename. So then we got that. We got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 0 again, because that's part of that. And now we're going to go ahead and start with Duel of the Gates. And we're going to rename Dagania Duel of the Gates right there. Okay, we're going to rename this. Duel of the Gates. Okay, we're going to rename this one. Appeal to Reason. Rename this one. This is number 3. Wait a second. Okay, what's after that? Pin down. Except that that's not what it's going to be. This is okay, let's rename. Okay, I have to rename these now. So this is going to have to be 3. Okay. This one's have to be 2. This one's gonna have to be 1. And dual gate rename is gonna have to be 0. Okay. Dual gates. 1 is appeal to reason, 2 is pin down, 3 is all the way at the top. So 3, rename that one to, oh, doggone ya. 3 is on the catwalk again. Okay. On the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Too sexy for my land. Too sexy for my land. New York and Japan. Okay, doobie. Okay, what's 4? 4 is a better man. I don't know if this is better or if actually recreating just the pages from scratch and then doing the copying and stuff is better. This seems like it might be a little bit more work. I'm kind of batching things up in my, manually batching things up, right? So number 5 is no more talk. That. Okay, now we're gonna go all the way to 6 is hanging out. Oh, let's minimize that. Yeah. Okay, so 6 is hanging out. Out. Okay. Rename. 7 is one last chance. Last chance. That's 7. And 8 is rename 8. No more chances. And then we rename this one to the vanishing. We're done with that. The vanishing. Okay. So T1, T2, page 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now, I guess now the next thing is to actually update the actual internal ID, update the title of each. And then I could save those. For those doors, I guess I can manually put in the doors too. The only thing I'm not going to manually do is like delete the actual text of all these. So I'll do that in the editor. So what I need to do now then is all 12 of these. One text editor. Look at all that text. Big wall of text. It won't be a big wall of text for long though. Okay. All right. So Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do here, right? Delete for Enchanted Lands. So title 1, page 0, final battle. Okay, then the final battle here. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to paste this in here. That. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go to the next one. And this one's Duel of the Gates, T2, page 0. Duel of the Gates. And this is also Duel of the Gates. Okay. Save that. Then we'll go to the next one. Do the same thing. Actually, let's do here. Let's do let's do the 1 and 2, right? Page 1. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Okay. And page 2, right? No, yeah, no, page 3. Wait a second. Right. It's page 1, page 2, page 3. Come. Okay. This is page 4. Let's just not worry about it. Page 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. This is T3, page 0. It's the mileage. The mileage. It's the mileage. The mileage. That. Okay. Now, here's that text. That's normal. T1 page 0, T2 page 0, T2, a minute, tab, T2, it should also be T2, 2, two. Yeah, I don't know, this is probably taking just as long as the other would have. Two, 3 page 0. Okay, let's go ahead and save all these. Duel of the Gates. Okay. All right, let's see how far else we can get here. Um, times at 216. Okay, let's see if I can get this through this really quick. Um, okay, D2 page 1 is Appeal to Reason. Okay. Oh. Reason. Title. Appeal to Reason. That. Control S. Next one is T2 page 2 pinned down. Page 3, it's on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Get on the catwalk. I'll shake my little dish on the catwalk. Too sexy. On the catwalk. Catwalk. Okay, and this one is A Better Man. Can't find a better man. Oh, underscore that. A better man. And this is. Oh. A better. Come in and know me better, man. No more talk. No more talk. No more talk. And no more talk again. No more talk. Save it. Okay. That's one. That's page 6 is hanging out. Hanging out. Hanging out. Out and about. Out. Hanging out. Okay. One last chance. One more time. Not on last chance. One last chance. One last dance. One more. One last. Eight. No more chances. No more chances. No more chances. Okay. Number 9, The Vanishing. The Vanishing, The Vanishing. It's the mileage, it's the mileage. Looks like I got everything except for the doors, and I guess, I don't know, I guess I can do the doors inside? Should I do the doors inside? Maybe I should do the doors after I isolate each of the pages. But this seems to work here, so yeah. So everything's here, and now all I do is reload in the game, in the editor. Okay. Okay, let's see if this works, because it means all the deals will be up there. Um, No time. Okay, and also let's go ahead, open a new tab, and let's go to layout tool data and go to chapter 17, T1 page 0. We're going to rename this. We're actually going to just rename it to Final Battle. Like so. Okay, so that when it pops up correctly. Reload, save scene. There we go. Okay. That's quite all right. Let's drag these down here, first of all. The final battle. Final battle. Of course, it's got all the things in here. We'll have to do the isolation here, but let's go ahead and copy the ID. Copy. Let's go ahead and go in here and let's go to door specs. We're going to change out the door ID here. That. Okay. Control S. Say room data. That. Okay. Now, what we want to do here is I want to make sure that okay. It's the mileage. That's the actual one that goes there. Okay, so we're gonna put it offside a little bit here. Uh, the vanishing, right? No more chances. And see, this will be fairly easy. One last chance as far as where they're supposed to sit, hanging out. And then no more talk and a better man. Actually, probably a better man and no more talk is probably the deal. Before we do anything, let's check that out. Rooms. Yeah, a better man's is second, so it's oh, no. Wait. A better man and then no more talk, right? Yeah, better man and then no more talk. And this one is on the catwalk and then pin down and then finally duel the gates. Like so. Okay. Actually, let's move this off. Let's move these all offside, properly offside. That. Okay, that's fine if it goes the way it goes, straight down like that. But right, hit one to continue. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Then no, this is okay. This is the final battle. Okay, duel of the gates, right? Duel of the gates. One time. Attempt to pin him down. Feel the reason. Pin down. Okay. Okay, this one is supposed to go to this one is supposed to go to this one. So let's go to that one. Let's copy the ID. Let's go back up here and let's go to doors and let's change the destination. Control V. Okay. Control S. Say room data. That. Okay. Good. Good, good. Okay, what's next? What's next? What's next? Now, what's next is... Oh, okay. We're gonna do like the whole left side first. Okay, so okay, so let's go to here. Let's copy this. Fill the reason, copy, and on here and the door, the first door. So the door destination, of course, is that first. It's left side essentially. That for this. Then this here is copy that, and then we're gonna go in here, and then we're gonna put it in the door spot here. Door destination. So okay, and then right, that's on the catwalk. Then we're gonna take this guy, we take a better man here, copy, and we're gonna go back up to this one and do that. Control V. Okay. Then this one, we copy the ID, hanging out, copy, hanging out, and then over on here, we go ahead, door specs, we go like that, okay. Then on in here, we do this, we copy one last chance, copy, and then over here, we put this in the only door. Which is actually one, is actually door one, but like that. Now, this one, we got to copy, okay, copy the ID, copy, and go over here to this door, and then we put it there. V, like that. Okay, and then down here we copy this one, copy, and then this one, door here, we go ahead and add that V. And then with that, we control S and all the left side and the deals will be lined up. And then we just do the right side as number 2. And it should be okay. So let's just do that. Go ahead and save room data. Okay, that's good. That actually works fine, just fine. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do here is this one has got to have a second door. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna control C, control V, like that. Okay. Actually, believe it or not, we're gonna do okay. And then in the door. Okay. All right, the door specs here. We actually control B. Appeal the reason. They're gonna go to appeal the reason though, aren't they? Okay, let's just not worry about it. We're gonna put this in here. Oh, do like that. Then in here, we're gonna put that in here. Now it's gonna go up, so it's gonna look weird. But here we're gonna put this as the second door right here, and then here we're going to go ahead and control V like that. Okay, and then that's proper. But before saving it, we're going to go back up here, and we're going to make this choice 2. Go over here and make this choice 2. We're going to go down to here and make this also choice 2. And we're going to save it like this. It's still going to look really wonky. That's okay. Save room data. Right. So the way that they all went to the single page. That's kind of okay, though. All right. That's pillar. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to copy the ID for pin down. Copy. And I need to put that in this one. We're going to go to the end there. Control V like that. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to grab on the catalog. Copy. I'm going to go into here. And we're going to make that on the catwalk there. Control V like that. All right. So now this is going to on the catwalk, right? And then this one is going to be copy that ID. Copy. Then we're going to go back in here. We're going to put that in number 2, like that. Oop. Okay, Control V, and then what? No, that's right. No, that's a pill. Wait. Okay. Wait, let's copy this ID. Copy. Go in here. And we'll put it. There we go. Not compile the reason. No more talk, right? So, better man, no more talk. Then we're going to copy this ID. Copy. Go to destination here. Copy that. So this goes down to that. Okay, now this one's going to have copy this ID, number chances, and we're going to put this to number 2. B. Okay, no more chances. All right. And this one we're going to copy the ID, copy. Then in here, I'm going to place that in the door. Like that. And when I save it, it should bing. Bing. Okay. Make sure we're binging correctly. Right. Yeah, looks like it's actually doing pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Same thing here. Let's here. So let's that. There we go. I think. Okay, that's probably about okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. But we're gonna save it. Save room data first. Okay. That's actually pretty good here. Good. Okay, that's all right. We'll actually line that up in a second. Here, actually, let's line it up right now. At least let's line these up. Because now I need to go through each of these and like extract Okay. So we're gonna start here. A large battle ensues. Okay. So that means we're gonna chunk everything off of here. Because this is the... Why did that do that? The final battle. Delete. That. Okay. Hit 1 to continue. Alright. The next one. And then which one is this one? This one's Duel of the Gates, right? Let's take the final back. And we're gonna take this off. Duel of the Gates. Right? And then we're gonna spend page down, delete the rest of them. Delete. 1 to reason. 2 to attempt to put them down. Okay. Alright. Let's just Control S, save room data. Let's just do it after every deal here. Appeal to reason. So let's take the gates out. Actually, let's take this appeal to reason thing out because, right, it's a page 1. So page 1 through 9 is not going to get a title on it. Okay, so then we just do this. Okay. Control S, save room data. This one's called pin down, so we're going to open that up. We're going to take everything out except for pin down. We're even going to take the title out because that's already in there. We're going to take that. Okay. Okay. Control S, save data. Go to this next one. So on the catwalk, let's open it up on the catwalk. All the way down to the catwalk, including the title, because we don't want the title in there. And then we want that. You want to try to build Max a better later. Hit 2 if John realizes talking is futile. Okay. These aren't the best chapter like dealies here, but it's okay. Come in and know me better, man. Can't find a better man. Austin is in love with him. Can't find a better man. She dreams in color, she dreams in red. Can't find a better man. Okay, right, so this is a better man, right? Right. Or better man. Wait a second, what, okay. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, delete. Backspace. Okay, that is number 4. Better man. And we're gonna save it. And then this one is no more talk. No more talk. Okay, let's go all the way down to no more talk, page 5. No more talk. Then Delete. Realizing Max won't listen to reason. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Say room data. This is hanging out. Okay, let's go all the way down to hanging out. Hanging out. Okay. This is hanging out. Okay. Okay. And save it. Save room data. Down here. One last chance. One last chance and then no more chances. One last chance. That's what we're on, right? Page 7, one last chance, yes. And no more chances. Next. Complete. Okay. Room data. And this one is no more chances. All the way down, almost down to the bottom. No more chances. Page 8. And realizes, okay, and okay. Alrighty. No more chances, no more chances, no more teachers' dirty looks. Okay. The vanishing. All the way down to the vanishing. She dreams in color, she dreams in red. Can't find a better man. Okay, so it's the mileage is the last one, so let's just go ahead and delete this because we're in the vanishing, page 9. Okay, then this is T3. Okay, this is the last page here. The last page in chapter 17. We're almost there. We're almost done. Ha ha ha. And it's the mileage. Okay. And we got our deal. And probably can actually, could probably test it here not too long from now. And what I want to do here is, okay, so actually, we're gonna have 2 beats on this last deal here. And I haven't really named chapter 18, so let's just go ahead and do, oh shoot. Reload. Reload. I've done a thing where I've quit and somehow it like saves an extra copy, and so there's like multiple copies, I think. Hopefully it won't do this because all I'm just doing is reloading all the pages before I close them. So let's see, let's make sure everything is looking good. So the mileage has not been changed. Go ahead and reload that, the final battle. Okay. Now that we got that, let's go to chapter 18. Okay. Let's see if I can think of something here. Chapter 18, John lands a date, John lands a date, John lands a date. What do I want to call it? Boom, 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 boom. The cleanup. Okay, why not, right? Um, this is, okay, so let's call this 018 underscore T 01 underscore age 00 dash the cleanup. Cleaning up. Up. And we'll do it like that. Cleaning up like that. Okay. And we'll just say cleaning up. Cleaning up. Okay. And then we'll do a space there. 018 E02 E00. A quiet dinner. How about that? That sounds good. A quiet dinner. A quiet dinner. That's good. Let's go ahead and we'll do like that and with the space, right? And then what we'll do is let's just plain hit 0 to put. This one is, and it's not gonna have doors, right? After the battle's over, okay. Hit 1, continue. Hit 0 to put that. And then we have hit 0 to quit. So there we go. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna see, I'm gonna save this, go ahead and go in here. I'm gonna modify this a little bit. It's going to be, will be that. So that way we have everything in there. When I make a copy of the other deal, I'll rename them. Cleaning up and a quiet dinner, okay. Okay, Control S, save room data. Let's go into files here, okay. And there we go. Now all we need to do is we need to copy and we need to paste. Okay. I'm gonna rename this to cleaning up. That. And then we're gonna rename this to a quiet dinner. Dinner like that. And then we're gonna open all three of these up. Text editor and challenge date to cleaning up. And then this one's going to be T1P0 cleaning up. Like that. Okay, Control S. And we're going to go to the next page. We're going to say T1P0 and we're going to call this cleaning up. And the title is cleaning up. Cleaning up like that. Okay. Then we're going to go to the next one, and this is going to be T2. This is going to be a quiet dinner. A quiet dinner. That. And the title is going to be a quiet dinner also. Okay, like that. And we're going to save it. And that's about it. Okay, so now that we've done that, we've renamed them. Now I just need to go in there and clean those up. Let's go ahead and Scene, reload, save scene. Okay, something went wrong, but we'll fix it. Okay, that's weird, kind of. Okay, let's do that. John Lennon's date. Okay, I fixed that one, but I didn't fix this one, is what it is. This one's called cleaning up. Quiet dinner. Copy. Over here, let's go to door specs. CH colon space 1. USD colon space OB semicolon OS data. Okay, good. And then let's just go ahead and going to edit this now. Okay, we don't need the chapter because that's already in there. We don't need the actual ID here. And so we're just cleaning up. And then that. We delete all this. Continue, okay. And down here, we do kind of the same thing, except for all the way down to a quiet dinner. And the end. And Control S and save room data. And guess what? I think we're done. By Jove, I think we're done. We are done with part one of the first half of phase one. How about that? How about that? I could do a testing though, I guess. I mean, I guess it might be okay to do testing. Just to kind of see how it reads, I guess. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Out. Check it out. 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 Check it 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 out. Maybe I should take a screenshot of this. So this is, well, let's see if I can make this. Can I make it bigger? Any bigger? There's nothing I can do to make it bigger. I can make it wider, but I can't make it taller. Here, we're gonna do a screenshot. We're gonna take window, take screenshot. Okay, we're gonna save it. So now I have a screenshot of the whole of part one, phase one. Event pass is done and done. Okay, so let's do a start with 17. There we go. Let's go ahead and copy the ID. Copy. Let's go ahead and test this. Battle. As no there's a max time assemble a max order technician machine full power open all portals. As soon as he realizes all enemies, he starts seeing a large amount of trains flying and realizing where they are, he commands his armies to attack them. A large battle ensues. The battle starts winning in favor of the Genlanians. It wouldn't continue. Duel of the Gates. John spots Max trying to run for one of the open portals. Strong overcomes Max and tackles him. 1 to try to reason with him. 2 to attempt to pin him down and knock him out. So we're just going to do 1. John turns Max over on his back, tells him to be reasonable and that will go easier if he gives up. Max uses leverage with his knee, flips John over and bolts for the Omni Gate. John chases him up after him up the stairs. When John gets to the top, Max is facing him. John tells him it's over and Max lunges toward him. John lands a right hook and they trade a few punches. Hit one to try to appeal to Max's better nature. Hit two if John realizes talking is futile. We'll do one again. John tells Max to stop, that it isn't worth it. He tells him that he's better than this. Max retorts that he's better than John and pushes him to the edge. And then, just then, the core lets off another portal energy blast and flings them both over. Hit one to continue. Max falls over first, and John grabs his hand. John falls over but catches the railing with his feet. Max spots the silver ticket in John's pocket and grabs for it. Max's hand starts slipping out. Hit one for John to try to save Max. Hit two for John to stop Max from pulling him over. Do one again. One last chance. I gotta fix that. He tells Max to let go of the ticket and he'll pull him up. Max relents for a second and then grabs John's arms with his open hand. As John pulls him up, Max grabs for the ticket a second time. One of John's feet slip and he hangs down further. Max slips off, still holding the ticket as he falls into the machine. Continue. The vanishing. John watches as the core shoots out another burst of portal energy. As Max continues to fall, John looks away for what he thinks will be a gruesome sight. When he looks back again a moment later, Max has simply vanished. Smiles. Coming back down, out of breath, full of bruises and scratches, he notices the battle is almost over. As it comes to a close, the princess and Hubert manage to make their way over to John. John points to the machine's controls, and Hubert runs over to the control panel to shut the machine down. Chapter 18. John lands a date. After the battle's over, bodies are thrown in piles and burned. Enemies are rounded up. The Omni Gate gets disassembled and prepped for storage. Quiet dinner. Sometime later, in the throne room, Hubert talks privately to John and Princess Karen. Hubert states that John is probably going to become king. Hubert mentions it's the real king, but the king is still missing. He also mentions that Max is still alive somewhere. John mentions he wants to have a date with Princess Karen. Hubert finally sets it up and gives it some magical touches. He then leaves them in peace to eat dinner and talk. The end. The end. There's no zero. Zero to quit. And let's one last chance here. Let's take one last chance out of the thing here. Like that. Save data. Okay, and then let's go ahead and let's run it again. I almost wanted to put tab because tab is probably the actual proper proper console thing, but battle starts winning in favor of the Chandelians. When to continue, John spots Max trying to run for one of the open portals. John overcomes Max and tackles him. Hit two to attempt to pin him down and knock him out. John flips Max over and pins him to the ground at the shoulders. John raises his fist about to clock him in the face. Max rolls over to the side, knocking John off. He gets up quickly and starts running for the Omni Gate. John gets up and chases him to the stairs. One. When John gets to the top, Max is facing him. John tells him it's over, and Max lunges toward him. John lands a right hook, and they trade a few punches. Hit two if John realizes talking is futile. Feels like Max won't listen to reason. John decides to end the fight. John grabs him and pushes him toward the railing. When he's got him pinned on the railing, he punches him a few more times. He tells Max he could have just surrendered, but had to push it. Just then, the core lets off another portal energy blast and flings them both over. Going to continue. Max falls over first, grabs John's hand. John falls over, catches with the railing with his feet. Max spots the silver ticket in John's pocket and grabs for it. Max's hand starts slipping out. Hit one to try to save Max. Hit two for John to stop Max from pulling him over. No more chances. I gotta fix that too. John realizes that Max might pull him over. John lets go of his other hand and Max falls, still holding the ticket. John watches the core shoots another burst of portal energy. As Max continues to fall, Max looks away for what he thinks will be a gruesome sight. When he looks back a moment later, Max has simply vanished. Hit one to continue. Some mileage, come back down. Okay, zero to quit. So everything looks good except for those last two. No more chances here. We need to take that out of there. And then the vanishing, I actually need to take that out of here. That. Just because this is still part of Title 2. Title 3 is got its mileage. And Bob's your uncle. And Bob's everyone's uncle. Okay, well, um, I might have to do some ancillary stuff at some point here. Like I'm gonna see if I'm gonna see two things. I'm gonna see about removing that little 3D stuff in the background. Even if I do add 3D later, um, it'll be much later. So I don't really need to do anything that ways. So I can probably just remove that. And then I'm gonna see about updating to the newest version of Redot, and then I'm gonna see if it can output a web version, and if it can, then I'll attempt to put it up on my itch.io account, and then people can play it, even though not many people play it, and not many people want to play it. It's just so you can see it, look at it, mess around a little bit, and then yeah. So that's good. It's good. Anyways, I should probably go ahead and do my little recording here, and then finish up the stream for right now. I think Dad's awake anyways, so we'll see. We'll see. Recording. Okay. Today is Sunday, April 12th, 2026, coincidentally my brother's birthday. And today I finished the event pass of phase one. So I've officially finished 50% of phase one. And here it is in all of its glory. And then we zoom in, and of course there's all this stuff. This isn't even that many choices, but I had to do it in such a weird way that it seems to take more space on the screen. That's not a big deal. Anyways, so we finished up, we concluded, and everything's done, everything's ready. And then I start on the narrative pass, and maybe in May, because I think I'm gonna kind of take a sort of a semi-working break. A working break meaning I'll be doing some ancillary stuff. Whenever I have a free time, I'll probably get on and do a stream, kind of like these bonus streams are. But we'll just we won't they won't be called bonus streams. They'll just be impromptu. I might even do any scheduling or anything like that. It's on the spur of the moment. Anyways, thanks. So yeah, finished that. Okay, so thanks everybody for listening, watching, or popping in later, maybe if you ever do. And I will see you next time, next session. Thank you for watching part 8.